Hello everybody, welcome to our everyday. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Everyday Life Topics with Omar. This is the live Illustrated House on YouTube, where you learn something new every day. And here's the teacher, Mr. Langley.
How you doing?
How you doing, Mr. Langley?
Pretty good, pretty good.
So how you been?
I've been well.
How's the Thanksgiving holiday since Thanksgiving usually passed?
I ate well, so it was pretty good.
I'm going to ask you some current events, and then do you mind if I ask you the questions first, or should we just move on to some current events?
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a question. So, is this your first time being on an online talk show?
Yes.
And what was your childhood like growing up?
I had a pretty good childhood. I never wanted for anything. I remember playing outside a lot, playing games like kick the can, manhunt. We was always outside playing. And I remember probably when I was 14, my mother bought a pool table. So we had a pool table in the basement. We had a basketball court in the backyard.
Wow.
We had a ping pong table in the backyard. So I never really had to leave my house to have fun.
Wow, cool. Very interesting. And what was your proudest and greatest moments in life?
I would say my proudest moment was the birth of my daughter, Jordan.
Congratulations. Dedicated father, everyone. And what was your hardest struggles in life?
My hardest struggles was losing my mother on August 19, 2001. And then I lost my father 2 years ago.
2 years after that?
No, 2 years ago, 2012, I lost my father.
Oh, okay, so it was a few years before that. I know what it's like to lose someone you care about too. Lost my father at a very early age. His funeral was May 1991, before I even turned 1. Anyway, where do you see yourself going where do you see your life going in the next 5, 10 years?
Well,
if not in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, where do you see yourself going in the next 5 years?
Hopefully, I plan on doing something regarding my own business.
Oh, what's your own business gonna be?
I like doing art.
Hmm?
So my own business could be something pertaining to art.
So you're planning to open up an art studio and teach other people art?
That sounds like a good possibility. But I know in that field it could be difficult. Or I plan on having my own program working with children.
Cool. And would you like having a program working with children?
Yeah, I would really love that.
A few more questions. I'm going to go to current events. What keeps you motivated? Keeps going? What motivates you to keep on going on? Like if something got you down on, what keeps you motivated towards your future goals and never giving up? That's what I meant to say.
Well, I guess knowing that you have a 19-year-old child in college, and you know you have to pay that tuition for her, and you want to see her be a success, you can't be a failure. So I guess my daughter is my motivation.
Congratulations. What kind of music are you into?
I listen to all types of music. Rap, R&B, jazz.
So which one do you like the most, if you have to pick one?
It actually depends on what mood I'm in, but as a whole, if I had to pick one, I would say R&B.
Cool, me too. And what music artists, here's a real tough question, what music artists or famous celebrities that are successful right now or from the past that inspires you right now?
Undoubtedly, one of my greatest role model athletes is Muhammad Ali, because he transcended sports.
What do you mean by that? Like, explain it.
He wasn't only the greatest boxer ever, but he put his foot down when it came to the Vietnam War and said, I don't care what you do to me, I'm not going. Because of my religion, I can't go.
What do you mean he can't do the war because of his religion?
He didn't go to the war because he said he was a conscientious objector because he was a Muslim.
Oh,
And he
okay.
said he's not going to go overseas to kill a bunch of brown people.
Yeah, back then they called brown people, now we most basically call black people. We ain't call brown people anymore. A few more questions about current events. What are if you can't name the top 10, what are the top 5 most important lessons you learned in life?
Most important what?
What are the top 10, or at least the top 5 lessons that you learned in life?
Lessons?
Yeah.
Well,
If you have to count at least the top
one
10,
lesson
top
that I
5.
learned is, especially after the loss of my mother, no matter how tough life seems, you still have to keep going on. So in that sense, I remember when she passed on a Sunday, and that following Monday I had a class because I was earning my master's degree, and I said to myself, I know
What were you earning your master's degree in?
in education. So I said, I know my mother would never want me to make an excuse. So the day after she died, I went to the class.
Oh, that's real touching. He was that motivated by you when he still went to class.
I don't want to make
The day after
excuses.
the die. Most people want a day or two to you know
Right.
to condone the loss of those one and to heal. And still, okay. Since what were the next 4 like what's the next top 5? If you don't want to do a top 10, what are the next 4 life lessons?
Well, I also learned that laughter could be the best medicine. Why complain about things in life if you yourself aren't going to change them or don't have the power to change them? So it doesn't make sense to go through life moping and being down and depressed when you have a lot to live for yourself. So I try to have good spirits and keep a sense of humor.
Well, good. That's a very good 4th life lesson, because during these past couple of days when I got seriously rejected by this girl I loved for a year, I'm not gonna shout her name out because I'm gonna disrespect. I'm not gonna act like on the street just shout her name out and blow a spot up. But then I got disrespectful with this girl I loved and cared about for a year, and I should have told her I felt up, but I kind of got nervous though. But yeah, I kind of fell into a very serious state of depression. I almost wanted to take an overdose and die in my sleep, or thanks to the good support of friends and friends like Denise or a friend of Mimi, and other people, Fonto Sean or even Sebastian helping me, I kind of found the strength to feel better. Even you helped me take me out to dinner last night and give me some advice with you and your wife Sophia, kind of helped me feel better though.
Good, I'm glad that helped.
Now I learned everybody gets rejected, so even if I see a girl I can tell I feel and I get rejected, that I can feel sad about, but eventually I gotta move on. And another lesson I learned from a girl named Sarah, come on, young man. Even if you get rejected, you can't mope about and act and treat us and all of you so question. There'll be other girls up there for you. I hear that a lot, but I hope one day that's true, because I hear that a lot, and I'm single for a while, but I hear that a lot. I hope that's true, that there will be other girls for me, and I eventually get my pass my GD, get my GD, and go to school next year. Right now I'm researching some schools right now, a list of schools, information, and right now a list of majors of schools I'm interested in, so I know what I'm going for when I go to school. And so let's see, we covered 2. So do you have any?
Anybody that ordered Papa John's, please come downstairs. The car is outside. Anybody that ordered Papa John's, please come downstairs. The car is outside.
Well, there's a few quotes that I love. I love the quote, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
So what does that mean?
That simply means usually when something is a lemon, that seems like it's a failure. A lemon is symbolic of a failure. So instead of complaining about the failures, take the failure and make it into something successful.
Okay. So you do have 2 more life lessons to after that?
Well, there also is, you should reach for the moon, because even if you miss, you will still be amongst the stars. So that means reach for your highest goal possible, even if you don't make it, you would have reached a high enough goal anyway.
And what is the number one thing that you learned in life?
This was definitely from my junior high school principal. He used to get on the speaker in the morning when I went to Sousa and always said, a word to the wise is sufficient, a word to a fool is wasted.
So what does that
Don't
mean?
be a fool.
What does that mean?
That means wise men listen and take advice, and fools don't.
And here's the last two questions that we're going into some current events and asking some advice on some very personal topics that I got some comments on people that watch my show on YouTube. What is your number one topic of the day?
Definitely the number one topic today would be about the situation in Staten Island regarding Eric Garner.
And tell us about that for those out there that don't know.
Eric Garner was in Staten Island and allegedly he was on a sidewalk selling cigarettes, and cops approached him, and when I saw the video, it didn't look like he was being volatile or anything.
So he got arrested for selling
But they
cigarettes.
said, right, they said he was resisting arrest, and it was a group of 4 to 5 cops, maybe a little more, and one cop came behind him and got him in a chokehold, which they call an illegal chokehold.
You mean the illegal death chokehold?
Yes.
That means a chokehold so
And they,
you can automatically die in his consciousness.
right, and they choked him to death. And the cop didn't even get indicted. The grand jury felt that it wasn't enough
So it was on
evidence to
videotape
indict
and
him.
so it was on
And I
videotape.
don't know how they didn't indict
So he was
him.
on videotape and they just dropped the case and he got away with it.
Yeah.
I can see that. And here's a very, very final question, then after this we're going to move on to a current event topic. Do you have a special talent, skill, or anything you'd like to show us?
I like drawing and painting, but if I had to choose, I like.
Do you have any paintings to draw us?
I do
Since we're
have-
pressed
I do-
for time,
I do have
you want to go over
paintings.
your paintings and come like that? This is a pretty good all-I show. Everyday Laptops is one more questions where you learn something new every single day. And it's a very cool off-location talk show where we go Oh, buddy, when you show us each piece, explain each piece.
This is.
And buddy, did you do those two pieces yourself or
Yes.
you paid for it?
I did these in acrylic. This, of course, is a duplicate of Starry Night
Oh, Story
by
Night.
Vincent Van
Vincent
Van Gogh. Right.
But when did you make that Story Night album?
I really don't recall.
But it was one of his most famous albums, right?
Yes. And this is a painting that I tried to do.
So what, you drew it in pencil, then where did you come up with the color scheme and the...
Yes,
and
I
the-
sketched some of it out in pencil, the houses, the sky. I didn't have to do this in pencil, but the things that require more detail, like the houses and the bush, I did in pencil.
Cool. Let's see the next album.
And this is Trayvon Martin.
Oh, that's
Trayvon Martin was the young
I thought that was like a rapper
was the
kid.
young man in Florida who got shot by Mike Zimmerman, and he was going to the store and he had purchased Arizona tea and Skittles. And this is a quote by President Obama.
That's Obama?
He had stated, "This could be my son. This could have been me."
Wait, he said this could be my son or this could have been him?
Yes.
Wow. Very inspirational word. And what was the idea for that drawing? How did you came up with that drawing? Or why you came up with it?
Well, that's another situation where another African American youth had gotten gunned down, and the person got away with that.
And Here's two topics that came up on YouTube. Do my daily comments. I get daily comments on YouTube. I should top off every show. In what is the best way for a guy to meet a girl in in a respectful way?
I think the best way for a guy to meet a girl is to do it naturally.
Like, should he go out places like social events, stuff like that, or find a class, school, or
Well, that's one way, but I always find out, it always seems that when you're really trying to seek in that instance, that you never find. So I think be yourself, be natural, and don't try to be anybody else.
Yeah, and what are the tips that you could give to anybody out there trying to find someone?
The tip I would give is definitely be honest and be yourself and let things happen naturally.
And have self-confidence.
Women can see when you're trying to be fake or phony.
Yeah, they could obviously see that. And I also learned from this reminds me of a YouTube from Jackie Jones on how to communicate skills, on how to talk to girls. Or basically he calls it how to get over. He says basic things. He says cool, calm, relax, have self-confidence, and talk to girls respectfully. Comment them, flirt with them, and also just be yourself. Cool, calm, relax, and just be a gentleman and just be yourself, because like he said, girls could tell you're fake or could tell the vibe is from him. He says women mirror your energy, and if you want to learn more videos, watch Jackie Jones videos on YouTube, or just go to his website called How to Get a Girlfriend. He also has a book on Bars and Novels. But anyway, and also, what type of women most guys you think are into the naturally beautiful, good-looking women, or those women that get ass injections, plastic surgery, nose injections, Botox, stuff like that, or body injections?
I know when you're very young, a lot of times you're into looks. You know how a woman looks, whether she's pretty, etc., etc. But
yeah, they do say looks.
But as you get older, you're gonna realize you rather a woman that has brains and has good conversation, rather than a person that is pretty and is dense upstairs.
Yeah. Well, that reminds me. This year, let me talk about this year. I'm not gonna drop no names again. This girl. I didn't know what type of woman I wanted for a while, but now I hang out with her for a year. And so I see all the type of woman that I want. She was naturally beautiful, right? She put on a little bit of makeup on her. She was smart, intellectual, and conversational. She always had a pretty good conversation flow. The conversation we had, I never got bored. She always kept the conversation flowing and interesting. That's another thing to do when you talk to somebody. Always keep the conversation current, keep it flowing, interesting. Don't stay on the same topic. Don't make it boring. So the conversation was never boring. She was fun, exciting, a good conversational, smart, intellectual, and she has just had a good, caring personality. And she was naturally pretty. She was loving, supportive, gave good advice. So that I feel is the type of woman I want to be. Just someone that's real, genuine, and just someone that's just grown up and mature for her age. That could be fun. That could be fun and funny too. But someone that's smart, pretty, naturally beautiful, have good personality, and that's very fun and very mature and grown for their age. Like boys want these girls that are fun to be with and just pretty and not all smart in the head, like he said. But as you get older, you want something real out of a relationship. Don't you think?
I agree with you.
So what kind of woman you already have a wife, but what kind of woman you was interested in while you was looking for your, or before you met your wife? What kind of woman you was interested in?
A woman that I can hold a conversation with, and a woman that is intelligent.
Cool. And what do you think about the whole online dating thing?
Well, personally, I promised myself I would never ever do the online dating.
Yeah, because you don't want to pay for online dating.
No, because they have online dating sites that are free. I just think online dating takes away the fun and the naturalism of meeting somebody.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I play both ways. I go out. Right now It's because it's winter time. Probably next year. Well, I did it this year, but next year I'm gonna go out more and meet people, especially when I'm going to school. So I'm doing that. But also do the online dating too, just for fun. I'm on this online dating website you could find on YouTube called Plenty of Fish. It's a very free online dating website. You could have like a category of people, females. Well, if you're a man interested in women or a woman interested in men, you could have like a category of people to find your favorite list, and then they email you to let you know how many people are viewing your profile, how many memes you got, how many you want to view, and how many matches you got. And since I updated my profile, I actually know what kind of person I am. I'm a very fun, sweet guy, good personality, trustworthy, honest, loving, caring, supportive, give good advice, trustworthy, good, caring friend, loyal, funny when I don't even try to be, like he said last night. Yeah, I'm funny. I don't even try to be, and I'm just fun. I'm just smart and intellectual, and I just want to be able to hold on a conversation and we even hang out with, because I think of a lot of Asian wisdom. I know relationships. Besides, don't get me wrong, sex is a part of the relationship, intimacy is a relationship, but I feel a relationship is built on love, commitment, being there for a person, whether they're healthy, whether they're sick, or to be there for them for the good times, bad times, to give them advice on just to hang out with them, go to dinners, movies, and to spend your life with that person while you're dating, until one day, when you love the person enough to one day marry them and build life with them, get a house and have kids and family of your own. What do you think about that? I'm not right or wrong. That's my opinion.
Right. Well, your opinion is not bad. It makes sense, and I think for your age, you show a lot of maturity.
Yeah. For my age, I do show a lot of maturity. But I think those are the reasons. Huh? What? Oh, about you want to end the show now? Huh? Oh, about that ends another episode of EveryDay Live Talks with Omar Francis. Very conservational, funny show conservational, funny, intellectual show where you learn something new every day on this show. And thank you for interviewing me for
You're quite welcome. Thank you for having me.
And I hope to see you for next year's show when it comes in March for season 3. And send us your like, views, and comments on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. That ends another episode of the show. Have a good day.